You can't keep getting away with it!
Welcome back, everyone, and a happy Lunar New Year to each and every one of you who celebrate it. Today is the day after the Lunar New Year celebration that she had on stream. I'm talking about Dokibird today. She decided that that was going to be the day she was going to have a poll specifically about what? A poll about what they're going to be named. And she pulled something that I don't think she would have ever been able to pull in Nijisanji. I don't think other people in Hololive would have been able to do this, which is, I'll let her say it in her own words, but it is pretty much, she's a mad lad for doing this. She's definitely a mad lad for doing this. Only someone like Selen Tatsuki, I think, would be able to do this, and only because she's technically correct, because she realized that a lot of words can't be copywritten. Like, Nijisanji's very angry at this, I'm pretty sure. They're furious, I'm pretty sure. But let me stop rambling and let you see what she actually had to say.
With a surprise fourth option, I thought about it a very long time.
Here it comes, guys. Here it comes, guys.
But I realized, wait a minute, you can't copyright the word dragoon.
And you know why you can't copyright the word dragoons? Dragoons were a military unit back in the day. I think it was like a Cossack military unit or something like that. So yeah, you can't copyright it. So Nijisanji can't copyright it, even if they wanted to.
Because it's a real word. And if dragoons
I love her smug look.
It's like crocodiles and alligators, you know? A crocodile was still called a crocodile millions of years ago.
Yes, it still was one.
It was still called a crocodile millions of years ago, but it just evolved, you know? All I'm saying is that what I'm thinking of when it comes to dragoons, it's like a military unit.
It's very true. It is.
And
it's an old school military unit. Yes.
Obviously, why did I think about dragoons? Because I was like, oh my god, it's like StarCraft, you know? StarCraft's my favorite game.
Exactly. That's the only reason she thought about
it. But don't worry, guys. Dragoons can evolve. Like all dinosaurs eventually evolved into birds, which is
the lore.
So
she's a dinosaur.
We wrote 3 pages of names.
And it ended up being dragoons. There were 3 pages of names, but it ended up being dragoons. Like I said, she's a mad lass for doing this. Nijisanji is probably even asked her lawyers, can she actually do this? But guess what, Nijisanji? You don't have a monopoly on names. You don't have a monopoly on old military units. You cannot copyright dragoons, even if you wanted to. Well, maybe in Japan you can try to do that. But over here in the US and in the West, you really can't. You can't copyright that type of stuff. And like I said, more than likely, Nijisanji is fuming about this. They are really angry at this, most likely. More than likely, they're going to be very angry at this. Because, well, I mean, she just took her old name and did this. Of course, one of the reasons why I think she did that is that, oh, dragoons? Is this Selen? And, you know, she wants people, like she said before, spread the word, let people know who she is, because, you know, she wants to have her community back. She wants her community to be around, you know, with her. And she just did it. She basically, the mad lass did it. At the end of the thing, dragoons did win. Not by a landslide. I think it was some other, like it was between that and some other one. But it was like maybe like I think 5 to 10 percentage points in between. But yeah, the dragoons won. And now Dokibird has dragoons with her as well. Moving on. She says after this, specifically right after she streamed, she said she had the longest hibernation sleep and just woke up. And she's trying to process everything and it still doesn't feel real. I think everyone, I have one final request. Let's not be bullies and harass anyone. I've been on that end before and I do not wish that to anyone. This was after her first stream, I think. I think her first or second stream. Not the most recent one. And she continues by saying, I was at my darkest point and I know what it was like to be pushed over the edge and on the other side and the end of it. The world doesn't need more and it's time to smile and laugh again. I agree. I've said this in every single one of the videos that I've made. Every single time that I have made a video like this, because the witch hunt is real, the witch hunt is strong, people are actually harassing and bullying people that are just working for the company. I understand that they are the face of the company, and that's what gets them the most flack, if you will. But don't harass, don't bully. Like she said, she was at a dark point because of harassment and bullying from management, and she doesn't want that cycle to continue. And I fully agree with her on that thing. Don't do that. I always say that. Just don't do that. Then she says, apparently, there have been people, she's popular enough now that they're going to be impersonators, of course. But she says, hey guys, so apparently I've been getting DMs about accounts impersonating me on Twitter. I just want to let you guys know I do not have any backup Twitter accounts. Those are all impersonators, and this is my only Twitter account. I'll have my socials and stuff listed soon. She's probably going to have like one of those like card pages or whatever it is that has her like socials and her other things. But yeah, just Dokibird is her only account. Dokibird is the only account that I know of as well. Every single other one that's like, oh, enter this or collab with me or collab with this, collab with that. Those are all fake. She's even saying that herself. Because once you get popular enough, I'm not that way, but once you get popular enough, yes, you're going to have people who are going to impersonate you. It's sad. Unfortunately, there's some people that are going to fall for it. And there's some people that are going to lose money for it by giving money to someone. Like you can have an imposter of Dokibird saying, I'm in deep trouble with the IRS, or I'm in deep trouble with blah, 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 or whatever service it is in Canada. And I need your help. Please donate to this page here. That type of thing. I've seen those all the time. It really does suck. She also said that she's received a lot of questions regarding her fan art policies. It's free reign as long as it's not used to spread hate and negativity. So as long as it's like memes and things like that, fan art is fine. And most people are like that. As long as it's, like meme stuff, most people are like that. Most people are fine. Yes, you're allowed to sell fan merch of me. I have to rebuild the Doki Shrine, and I need all of it to go wild at artist alleys and stores. Now, one little caveat that she says, also, obviously, don't mass produce it. The official Doki stuff and sponsors still need to be able to sell things. That is true. In order to keep sponsors happy, in order to keep, herself paid, yes, most people, like, Nijisanji's kind of iffy about that too, and Cover Corp and such, but most people are okay with fan merch as long as it's not like you're selling millions of dollars of fan merch, because then it kind of becomes like a copyright issue, it becomes a royalty issue, and it becomes a almost identity, like IP theft issue, and that's not something that anybody would want. And right now she's really trying to push herself back up, pull herself up by her bootstraps, and get, like I said, the community back, get everything else back, get people to watch her again, get people to do all that type of stuff again. And it isn't easy to do any of that kind of stuff. And of course, going back to this original one, people were making, all these things about tomatoes, because she started out her stream as a tomato. So I'm just going back and just taking a look at everything here. She's, I think, beyond 500K. So thank you all for supporting her, and of course continue to support her, because, Dokibird deserves it. She's been through a lot, and people are always going to support someone who is the underdog, and myself included. I'm going to support that. That being said, this is the Mad Salvi. Take a look at my comment section down below, because you will enjoy what people say, and, if you have anything to say as well, take a look down there and, respond. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me anything that you think about this. I appreciate you. And of course, in my description are all my socials, and on the screen is going to be a video that you might enjoy. Please take a look. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. This is the Matt Salvi saying, I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.